Fit entrepreneurs, what's good? Welcome to the Fit Entrepreneurs podcast. Man, I got some exciting news for you guys today. I have just officially bought into a business that's going to change how we look at fitness, overall vigor for life, and exactly what it means to truly feel like you're at your best, specifically with men's health in mind. For those of you who haven't heard of GameDay Mens Health yet, they're a franchise specializing in helping men who suffer from low testosterone and other hormonal issues. For me, this was like the perfect marriage between my passion for business, entrepreneurship, and also just helping people. There are a lot of reasons why I wanted to get into a business like this. So I want to share with you guys some of those reasons, but also during this episode, I want to share with you exactly how I discovered this opportunity and how you can discover your own business opportunities and exactly when you should know it's the right time to pull the trigger. It's a big decision, right? Opening a business is literally like having a child. You're making a commitment to take care of it. That is your baby for the foreseeable future. So just a little quick background on GameDay. It's literally the fastest growing franchise in the USA today. This thing is breaking records for how fast it's growing. And I don't know about you guys, but that alone lets me know about the company and the industry as a whole. They are literally changing people's lives by doing something so simple, so easy, in a way that people actually enjoy, which is extremely rare in anything that has to do with healthcare. If you have been to a doctor's office in the past year, you know that that is usually not something we're looking forward to, especially as a man, and it's just not a good client experience. Now, personally, I'm not on testosterone. I've never tried testosterone replacement therapy because I just don't need it at this stage in my life. This is a therapy that's given to those people who truly need it. All right. We're not dosing out testosterone for guys in their 20s that are just trying to get jacked. This is for guys who have had their levels slashed in half because of father time, and now they're looking to get their life back. Now, if you haven't experienced hormonal imbalances yourself, there's probably like 100% chance you at least know someone who has experienced this at some point in their life. It's almost inevitable. This can be absolutely debilitating for those people. Low testosterone sucks. It's going to drain you of all of your energy, your passion for life. You might be experiencing random weight gain, loss of muscle, erectile dysfunction. And look, usually it's going to be a combination of those things. And you're going to be up at night scratching your head, like wondering what the hell is happening to me. Currently, I just help people get in shape. I get them in the best shape of their life. I give them that strong mindset, help them develop good lifestyle habits with my gym. Helping someone overcome hormonal issues is just as powerful as getting them in the best shape of their lives. And a lot of times, these two things, they're going to go hand in hand. And one of the number one things that drew me to GameDay specifically is that I can make a business out of doing what I love to do most, and that's change lives. Being an entrepreneur is cool, right? You get to be your own boss. You're kind of this creator. Your creative juices are always flowing. You're creating impact. But let me tell you, it is 10 times more awesome when you're helping people get out of a hole, right? You're receiving these client success stories on a daily basis. You're creating a huge impact for a lot of people. Makes it a lot more fun to be in business and a lot more exciting. And I have met enough people that finally found this solution after dealing with low T for years and years and years, that I know for a fact it has the impact to change the way someone looks at life and how they feel in their own skin. And what's crazy is I was completely against TRT when I first heard about it a few years back. A lot of people are in the thought process that it's like steroids. There's all these terrible side effects. There's a list of protocols. There are a list of protocols that you have to pass just to be able to be prescribed TRT. And it is only for those people that truly need it. It's nothing more crazy than just taking proper supplementation. People take supplements all the time to boost their serotonin, their dopamine, their melatonin, even their vitamin D. Guys, these are all different hormones. Taking a testosterone supplement to get your body back to normal levels, baseline levels, is no different. So you have this awesome opportunity to run a clinic that really has a lot of similar overlaps with owning a gym. A lot of people are wondering how I even discovered this thing, right? Now, I've been having this itch probably like a good 2 years now. And if you're an entrepreneur, which I'm going to assume you are, or at least thinking about becoming one if you're on this podcast, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that itch to create. It's that itch to discover the next mountain, create a new challenge and overcome that obstacle to create bigger impact. I knew I wanted to get into some sort of business, and I knew that it had to be a little bit more passive than what I'm currently doing. And the reason why I chose to do a franchise is because I am still heavily involved in my gym. And I don't have any issues with that. It's not something that I'm looking to slow down at any point, but I knew that any business that I expand into had to be pretty passive for me to be able to run it successfully. And that's the beauty of franchising, right? You get to enter a done-for-you system that has already been proven, and you have awesome business coaches within the company that are going to make sure that you succeed. Before I found GameDay, I was actually going to open another gym franchise, believe it or not. The reason why they didn't accept me into their franchise is because I also own my own gym. A little conflict of interest there, I guess, but I'm a big believer that everything happens for a reason. In this journey of entrepreneurship, the longer you spend in the game, you're just going to realize that things string together like a perfect puzzle, and every failure is meant to teach you something. So one of my clients, he saw this. He saw I was kind of down. I missed out on this opportunity with the gym, and he's like, "Hey, man, are you like totally tied to staying in the fitness space, opening a gym?" And I was like, "No, really, as long as it makes business sense and it's something I'm passionate about, I'm totally open to different ideas." And he's been franchising for years, absolutely crushing it with spas. So I'm going to take the man's advice. And by the way, this is one of those moments where I truly do believe everything that happens and everyone that you meet is for a reason. Being a trainer, I've had the opportunity to meet and learn from some of the most amazing people in my life. Actually, my last two business ventures were also from my clients, just kind of feeding those relationships, right? It's a win-win both ways. I help them get in shape, and in turn, I get this awesome network of people. So anyways, he introduced me to a guy named Mar Cayle, kind of like your own real estate agent that's going to find the perfect home for you, except they're going to find the perfect business for you. So the first meeting we had together, it was pretty much just discovery, kind of figuring out what my strengths are, my weaknesses, and what type of business is going to be the best fit for me. It was pretty cool, like seeing all the different franchises and their business models, literally everything from garage door sales to crime scene cleanups. But GameDay was the one that stood out to me. And I think he literally saved that one for last, right? He's like, all right, I just saved the best one for last. And he saw my eyes light up because I was like, all right, this is perfect for me. I like the other businesses as well, even though it has literally nothing to do with what I'm currently doing. But I was like, this is synergistic with what I already love to do. And that's just have people feeling like their best selves again. And this is my first time getting into franchising, right? So what a cool way to discover new businesses and new opportunities for someone who's kind of stuck, doesn't really know what route to go. So how do you know with these different options in front of you, which one is the right one? How do you know? Do you feel it in your gut? If you're thinking about opening a business, you have to be 100% sure. You guys hear me talking about this thing like it's the best decision I ever made. I'm so excited. The business is so successful. I don't even have a location picked out yet. It's just because when you know, you know. And just like when I opened my gym 9 years ago, I knew I was going to make it 100%. And I know I'm going to make this business work 100% because I have that passion, that excitement for it. And the numbers make sense. That has to come from a combination, that confidence of knowing like, hey, this is the right move for me. It has to come from a combination of making sure the financials make sense first and foremost. Then you have to understand everything that's going to be required from you and make a promise to yourself that no matter what, you're going to do exactly what it takes to make it successful. All right. Make sure the numbers make sense. Understand what's going to be required from you and do whatever it takes to make it float. What I love about GameDay is that they provide so many different solutions to a lot of different problems across the board when it comes to male testosterone. One of them is the fact that getting testosterone testing at any hospital is a complete pain. You're going to be in one of those cold hospital waiting rooms, filling out a form to be treated like a sick person, just to be referred out for every little thing. It usually takes weeks and weeks and weeks to get back blood results. And a lot of general doctors really don't know much about testosterone. The range for most doctors for safe testosterone is about 300 to 900. That is a massive range. If you're a guy who's used to floating around 800 your whole life, you're going to feel like shit when your levels get sliced in half. But according to the doctors, you're still within the safe range. You don't need treatment. Any of those guys will tell you something is not right. They need help. The doctors don't want to help them. GameDay is the solution. We pretty much streamline this entire process for you, right? We're taking something that usually takes multiple doctor's visits, weeks and weeks and weeks in an uncomfortable setting, to something that only takes 45 minutes in a man cave environment. Okay, we're streamlining this experience. We're making it more enjoyable, and we're giving awesome treatment to those who need it. Just imagine you walk into a room, sports memorabilia all over the walls, ESPN playing, friendly staff, massage chairs, refreshments while you wait. Sounds like somewhere I want to be. Then it's just a quick blood test. You get your results back in about 13 minutes. You meet with a clinician. They explain everything to you in detail, because that is literally all they do all day, every day. And within minutes, you're going to have treatment with regular labs diagnosed by an expert instead of having to deal with all that hassle. And the leadership is great too. What's cool about working with a company is it puts you in a network with all the other owners and all the other people who are running the company. We had something called a confirmation day, where you're going to meet all the owners of the company. You're going to see the people behind the brand. And that's really what sealed the deal for me. Seeing those people that are going to be leading me towards success in this business. All right. Giving me the marketing material, letting me know how I should manage my teams. So those are really the things that got me excited to open this business, and how I knew it was the right move. You have to believe in the mission. You have to solve a serious problem for a lot of people. You have to be available and prepared for what's required from you. Make sure the numbers make sense. And that could be a whole separate podcast, but just make sure that you're actually going to make money with this venture. And have good leadership, or a consulting agency that's going to teach you how to optimize your business if you don't already have the experience on your own. So for those of you guys that are looking for opportunities like this, I'm going to leave Mar Cayle's contact info in the show notes. And GameDay Mens Health opening 2024 December in Southfield. I'll see you guys at the ground opening. And GameDay Mens Health opening December 2024, hopefully in Southfield this year. I'll see you guys at the grand opening.